Today, on the Rural Project, I remove my non-compliant pool fence panels and replace them with these. Bespoke panels, purpose designed and built to be code compliant for a sloping block with steps. Let me show you the pool fence that I just got. So this is something that I had designed. I had a lot of hassle with the pool fence, as you'll have seen. So I designed this and put it in yesterday. Oh, look at that. So fully code compliant, pool fence compliant, very bloody expensive, but look is what I had to do. I need to get one for this section and one for down there as well. I was just buying one at a time just to see what it was like and just to make sure that I could actually do what I wanted to, or what I was hoping I could do. So there we have it. Right, once I'm home, I'm actually going to place an order for the other two. Now I know this works. So one in here and the next one along. And all this other stuff I can get rid of. Right, stay tuned because there'll be more videos on this as I get the next panels, and I'll take you through the installation. Hey, welcome back to the Rural Project. So the job today is to try and get some of this pool fencing installed. So you'll see I've been messing around with pool fencing for quite a while. So this stuff is more of what you've seen me put in already. So it's more of the bespoke panels to accommodate step height. So I need to get these stripped from all this cellophane, and let's go get these installed. And I'll use hand tools while I'm doing it rather than the impact gun, just to keep the noise down because it's so early. But I need to get cracked on now and see how much I can get done before the rain comes. So that's where this one is going. Now you won't have seen this, I didn't video all of this, but I've been doing a fair bit of work tidying up all the grass and plants in and around the pool. So I was down here the other week, just sort of brush cut all the way down there, and then put some weed killer down, brush cut the grass inside. I've basically gone round the perimeter except this section here. So the thoughts are, once I take this panel out, I'll bring the brush cutter here as well, and we'll just brush cut some of these dead thistles, and I'll continue up there with the brush cutter as well, just to create a little bit of space between the fence and the first plants. That's a panel we put in quite a few weeks ago now. Fit like a glove. Right, let's get that fence panel, the existing one, undone. We'll trial fit the new one, and then I'll bring the next panel down and the brush cutter back, and we'll make some noise. So listening to the rattle, I need to put a couple of screws in here, one at this bottom edge, one at the top edge. I'll stop this rattle, do it in all 4 locations. Yeah, that rattle won't happen anymore. Just do a trial fit for this. A little bit of a gap there, which would get pulled out. Just tight at the bottom. Well, that perfect. So I'd say the issue there is that post has got a slight lean on it. Very happy with that. Give me a rule and I can measure anything. Right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go bring the other panel down now, strip that from the old cellophane, repeat exactly the same thing on this panel here, and then I'll make some noise. So I'll bring you back once I've got this panel done. Okay, so I've got the second one back now. It's about just before 9 o'clock, so I'm actually going to make some noise now, get the rattle gun going, get these bolts out as quick as possible and try and get this job wrapped up quickly. Let's get into this one. We've got a tight fit at the bottom but a little gap at the top, as you can see there, but luckily there's a little bit of flex in those posts, so I'll be able to easily pull that post over and equal the gap between that panel and the one next to it once I install them both. These are good fits, I'm happy with these. Okay, so I've cut down all the big ones, so as you can see it's smashed its way through all of this stuff. I'll pull a few of these things up and just throw them over the fence, but then I'll come in now with the line strimmer, purely because if I hit the fence with the steel cutter, the mulching head, it just goes straight through the fence. Don't ask me how, I already know. Right, let's get this area cleared, and then I can keep working my way down here with the line strimmer and just sort of brush cutting my way along, create a nice path between the fence and the first set of plants. we've got this whole sort of area cleared. Obviously there's that section there which I didn't get done. The reason for that is, I think they're called Agapanthus. They've got weed killer on them, so hopefully they'll just die off, because I make an awful mess when I have to brush cut that. So once the Agapanthus has died off, I'll then get the saw on and we'll just cut that one down as well, get that out of the way, and then there will be a path, a big path all the way around. And I will be keeping that clear of grass and weeds the whole time. Can't go through this again. I spent days messing around with this. Right guys, so now it's time to put those two panels in and close this back up. Obviously the other thing we've done there, well, obviously it's not a, it is a swimming pool, but it's certainly not a swimming pool at the moment. It is full of weed, it's got frogs and tadpoles in there. But I've given that area a bit of a clean up. It looks a lot better. The pool looks an absolute mess inside, but like I say, until I get power and the pump system here, it's pointless trying to keep that clean. Right, let's get these two panels installed. Let's do it quick time. The very last one going in, and then this fence project is complete. Right, we're done with how this has turned out. Yep, oh, flies are everywhere. Yeah, very happy actually with the way this has turned out. What I'm going to do now is organise for a pool fence inspector to come round and have a look. It's code in Victoria, code in Australia, that you have to have an inspection. This was supposed to be done last November, because of COVID and all the restrictions on construction and production and all the rest of it. These fence panels couldn't get produced. And yeah, now I've got him in, let's get the inspector down and see what he says. And I've basically got to deal with anything that comes from his inspection. So that's it. So hopefully you've enjoyed this. If you have, don't forget to click the like and subscribe. Thanks for watching, wherever you are in the world. I will see you next time on The Rural Project.